Welcome students. Today we are going to discuss about the investment function. In meaning of investment, types of investment, that means autonomous investment, induced investment, determinants of investment function, relationship between rate of interest and investment, marginal efficiency of capital and marginal efficiency of investment. These are the investment functions. Investment function. Investment function is the behavior of investment corresponding to different levels of income or employment. In other words, it is the desire or willingness of producers or firms to invest corresponding to different levels of income or employment. In money terms, investment means expenditure made on purchase of new capital assets like machines, equipments, inventories, etc. So, here in investment, it includes fixed equipments, machinery, building, raw materials, replacement due to depreciation, etc. It lays down the basis for future production. Investment is the key structural component of total spending or aggregate spending. The investment function slopes downward. Symbolically, we can say that I equal to F of R. I mean investment, that is dependent variable. F functional. R rate of interest, that is independent variable. So this is investment function. What is investment function? The functional relationship between investment and rate of interest is called investment function. Already we saw the consumption function. What is consumption function? The functional relationship between consumption and income is called consumption function. And here investment function means the functional relationship between investment and rate of interest is called investment function. Meaning of investment. In money terms, investment means expenditure incurred on creation or purchase of new capital assets like machinery, equipment, inventories, etc. Investment is an addition to the existing stock of real assets like creation of new buildings, machinery, etc. and changes in inventories like stock of finished goods. Investment includes anything that adds to the future productive capacity of the economy. Broadly, components of investment are plant and machinery, construction, and stocks. According to Keynes, volume of investment is determined by two factors. What are the factors? Marginal efficiency of capital, that is rate of return. Rate of return means profit also we can say. Next one, rate of interest. Firms undertake investment as long as return from investment is greater than cost. That is rate of interest on borrowing funds for investment. Thus, investment demand function is the relationship between investment demand and rate of interest. It needs to be noted that equilibrium level of investment demand for an economy is when MEC, that means marginal efficiency of capital, is equal to rate of interest in the economy. So in the views of Keynes, investment includes expenditure on capital investment. It does not mean the purchase of bonds or shares, which are financial investment. The distinction between consumption and investment is fundamental in Keynesian theory. Next, types of investment. Like consumption, investment can be induced as well as autonomous investment. So how many types are there? Two types: autonomous investment and induced investment. Autonomous investment, it refers to the investment which is made irrespective of level of income, as is generally done in government sector. It is income inelastic, that is, it is not affected by change in income level. The volume of autonomous investment is the same at all levels of income. That is why autonomous investment curve is a straight line parallel to x-axis as shown in the figure 4.3. Autonomous investment is generally affected by autonomous factors such as public utility works, changes in nature of consumer demand, increase in population, discovery of new resources, new technology, etc. For instance, government investment in public utilities like construction of railways, roads, post and telegraphs, etc. is normally called autonomous investment. Induced investment refers to the investment which is made with the motive of earning profit as is done in private sector. Induced investment depends directly upon profit expectations. It is income elastic. Autonomous investment is income inelastic and induced investment is income elastic. If national income goes up, induced investment also goes up. That is, increase in income induces investment. Its reason is that increase in national income leads to an increase in demand for goods and services, and for meeting the same, investment is increased. In short, induced investment takes place when level of income and demand in the economy goes up. That is why induced investment curve, like supply curve, is positively sloped. That is, with increase in income, induced investment also goes up, as shown in the figure 4.4. According to Keynes, induced investment is determined by MEI, that is marginal efficiency of investment or rate of return from new investment, and rate of interest at which funds are borrowed. Private investment is always induced investment. Relationship between autonomous investment and induced investment. Autonomous investment is independent. Induced investment is planned. Autonomous investment is income inelastic, whereas induced investment is income elastic. Autonomous investment is welfare motive and induced investment is profit motive. Autonomous investment is unrelated to national income, whereas induced investment is positively related to national income. Autonomous investment curve is horizontal straight line parallel to x-axis, but induced investment curve is positively sloped. So this is the comparison between induced investment and autonomous investment. Keynes pointed out that investment depends on marginal efficiency of capital and rate of interest. Private investment is an increase in the capital stock, such as buying a factory or machine. The marginal efficiency of capital states the rate of return on an investment project. Specifically, it refers to the annual percentage yield or output earned by the last additional unit of capital. If the marginal efficiency of capital is 5% and interest rates is 4%, then it is worth borrowing at 4% to get an expected increase in output of 5%. Next one, relationship between rate of interest and investment. Here it explains that how the rate of interest influences the level of investment in the economy. Higher interest rates reduce investment because higher rates increase the cost of borrowing and require investment to have a higher rate of return to be profitable. Interest rates and investment. If interest rates rise from 5% to 8%, then we get a fall in the amount of investment from 100 crores to rupees 80 crores. If interest rates are increased, then it will tend to discourage investment because investment has a higher opportunity cost. With higher rates, it is more expensive to borrow money from the bank. Saving money in a bank gives a higher rate of return, that means profit. Therefore, using savings to finance investment has an opportunity cost of lower interest payments. Marginal efficiency of capital. This was introduced by J.M. Keynes in 1936. Marginal efficiency of capital is expected profitably of an additional capital asset. It may be defined as the higher rate of return over cost expected from the additional, marginal means what? Additional unit of capital asset. Marginal efficiency of capital is the rate of discount which makes the discounted present value to expected income stream equal to the cost of capital. It depends on two factors. What are the factors? The prospective yield from capital and the supply price of capital asset. Factors affecting MEC. What are the factors that are affecting MEC? The cost of capital asset, the expected rate of return from during its lifetime, the market rate of interest. These are affecting the MEC. These are the three factors that affected the marginal efficiency of capital. Here there are two factors, short run factors and long run factors. Short run factors. What are the factors given here? Demand for the product, liquid assets, sudden changes in income, current rate of investment, waves of optimism and pessimism. First one, demand for the product. If the market for a particular good is expected to grow and its cost likely to fall, the rate of return from investment will be high. If entrepreneurs expect a fall in demand for goods and a rise in cost, the investment will decline. Liquid assets. If the entrepreneurs are holding large volume of working capital, they can take advantage of the investment opportunities that come in their way. Then the marginal efficiency of capital will be high. Next one, sudden changes in income. The marginal efficiency is also influenced by sudden changes in income of the entrepreneurs. If the business community gets windfall profits, if the entrepreneurs will get the windfall profits or tax concession, the MEC will be high and hence investment will go up. On the other hand, MEC falls with the decrease in income. That's why it is called as sudden changes in income. Current rate of investment. If in a particular industry, much investment has already taken place and the rate of investment currently going on in that industry is also very large, then the marginal efficiency capital will be low. Ways of optimism and pessimism. If businessmen are optimistic about future, the marginal efficiency of capital will be likely to be high. During periods of pessimism, MEC is underestimated and so will be low. These are the short run factors. Next one, long run factors which influence the marginal efficiency of capital are rate of growth of population, technological progress, monetary and fiscal policies, political environment, resource availability. First one, rate of growth of population. If population is growing at a rapid speed, it is usually believed that the demand of various types of goods will increase. So a rapid rise in the growth of population will increase the marginal efficiency of capital. Technological progress. If investment and technological development take place in the industry, the prospects of increase in the net yield brightens up. Monetary and fiscal policies, cheap money policy and liberal tax policy. Cheap money policy means here the taxation, the money value will decrease. Tax will be not there. Tax policy paved the way for greater profit margin and so MEC is likely to be high. Political environment, political stability, smooth administration, maintenance of law and order help to improve MEC. Resource availability, cheap and abundant supply of natural resources, efficient labor and stock of capital enhance the MEC. Marginal efficiency of investment. MEI is expected rate of return on investment as additional units. Marginal means additional 1 unit. So here MEI refers to expected rate of return from marginal unit of investment, that is additional unit of investment. While discussing components of aggregate demand, that private investment demand I depends on or is function F of two factors, namely rate of interest I and marginal efficiency of investment. So symbolically what we said, I equal to F of I. That means I represents is also MEI, marginal efficiency of capital. MEI refers to the expected rate of return or profit from additional unit of investment, whereas interest is the cost of borrowing funds for investment. Relationship between MEC and MEI. Marginal efficiency of capital is based on given supply price for capital, and MEI, if the changes in demand for capital, there will be changes in induced price. MEC represents the rate of return, that is profit, on all successive units of capital without regard to existing capital. MEI shows the rate of return, not just those units of capital over and above the existing capital stock. MEC, capital stock, is taken on the x-axis of diagram, whereas amount of investment is taken on the x-axis diagram in MEI. MEC is a stock concept, whereas MEI is a flow concept. MEC determines the optimum capital stock in an economy at each level of interest rates, whereas MEI determines the net investment of the economy at each interest rate given the capital stock. Since consumption, demand, and propensity to consume do not change during short period, investment demand plays the fundamental role in Keynesian theory of income and employment. With increase in volume of investment, MEI declines because on the one hand, with more factories and production, expected rate of profit falls, and on the other hand, the rate of interest goes up. Thus, there is inverse relationship between volume of investment and MEI. That is, more the investment, less is MEI. Hence, we can see that the volume of investment will be more if rate of interest is less, and vice versa. Continuation we will see in the next class. Thank you, students.